On today's show, we have the one and only Mr. Michael Tait. Michael, how are you, brother? Merry Christmas.
You too, my friend. Merry Christmas and happy holy days to
Yes.
you, Jacob.
Yes. Well, before we hit record, we talked about you playing Carnegie Hall. How was that experience?
I'm not sure what the rapture is going to be like for believers, but and that's not to cheapen the rapture, God forgive me, but it was rapturous. Is that a word? Rapturous?
Sure, we'll make it a
Rapturing?
word.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I grew up a massive big band fan. Mel Torme, Frank Sinatra, of course, Nat King Cole.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got off the tour bus, went to my hotel room in New York, I looked up when Nat King Cole played the Carnegie Hall. And it was November the 4th, 1949.
Mm.
I stood on that stage for soundcheck that day. And dude, I'm telling you right now, had God said, hey, tonight after you sing here, I'm calling you home, I've been like, let's go.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You've crossed it off your bucket list. So,
Oh, dude, it was like, Jacob, it was so amazing. And the place is freaking gorgeous. Everything is so pointed. It's so pristine. And it's New
Are the
York.
acoustics like crazy?
You could be like, hey. And it's just like this, hey sounds better than hey ever sounded.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I got to do like Chestnuts. I got to sing Michael W. Smith's All Is Well. And I got to do Oh Holy Night. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It was amazing.
That's incredible.
I'm so honored.
Well, Michael, with our first time guests, we always like to ask this question, and let's pretend that we don't know the answer to this because you've been around for a while. And how did you get your start into music?
I grew up in a home of 9 kids, 5 girls, 4 boys. My dad was a preacher and a cab driver. I often say if you got my dad's cab, there's a good chance you were going to be saved in more ways than one in the city of DC. And didn't really sing that much as a kid, as a, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But around 12 or 13 years old, being in a Baptist preacher's home, Michael Jackson wasn't really allowed unless you snuck it in. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Stevie Wonder, the list goes on. So we had, old school records laying around, Frank and Nat. And I found this Nature Boy record by Nat King Cole. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. I was like, hold up. 13 years old, I started singing these songs like they were mine. And I pretended to be Nat and had no clue down the road that I'd be doing rock and roll like God's Not Dead and Jesus Freak.
Yeah.
But I started singing these songs, and my dad and mom noticed. I said, you need to start doing more music. And I was so afraid. I was scared to death. I thought, what if I don't do good live? And my dad said, son, you got to fail to win.
Yeah.
And that was strange to me, that philosophy, but he was right. And I did it. I made some blunders, but then I fell on my stride about 14 or 15, 16. And all through school and college, I was in singing groups or solo stuff. And I just never stopped. And God just blessed it. And there's no happier place for me on the planet we call Earth.
Yeah.
Standing on a stage and being a conduit and a catalyst for inspiration through music, hope through vocals, joy through a smile, singing a song. It's just overwhelming. I can't talk about it enough. And I'm just so honored that God would put this thing in my throat, this vocal box, and let me carry it around. A fallible, sinful, saved by grace man to do it. I'm just honored. I can't say it enough.
Yeah. Well, and of course, as the story goes with you, you met these 2 other guys and you formed some little group, that changed the course of Christian music.
K-Max and Toby Mac.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, we met. Toby and I became fast friends right out of high school. He played on the basketball team, and I was in the choir, so we didn't really quite meet. We joke about that today. I'm like, look what music got us, and where basketball got you, Toby.
Yeah.
Nowhere. So my side wins. But the other side, we officially became besties our freshman year at Liberty University back in the 80s. And he saw me one day. I sang in chapel, a combined chapel for all the, the freshmen to the seniors. And I came off stage. He goes, man, you had a good voice, man. What's your name? I said, Michael Tait. I said, what's your name? I said, I'm Toby. I thought, what a weird name for a white kid, Toby. Just with all the stereotypes, I know. And I was like, and for years in dcTalk, people thought Toby was me because I was black and I rapped. And no, my name was Michael, and I sing, and Toby's white, and he raps. That was always a bit of a hump for people to get over. But we became besties, man. We met Kevin our late sophomore year, and kept writing music and playing around campus, becoming buddies. And one day in 1989, we got a little call from a record label called Forefront Records, and DeGarmo and Key were on that label back in the day, and they started with it. And we signed to them, and the rest is history.
Yeah. And now here you are, a newsboy.
Now, dude, not to mention the Newsboys and dcTalk back in the day were what we call frenemies. Okay? Yeah. Friends.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
No two ways about it. It's a secret. Shh. But God works in mysterious ways and mischievous ways, because I became the lead singer of Newsboys. Who ever thought that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, those two bands, we grew up together. We toured together back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in that band, which is just like, it's
crazy.
God gave, glory, success to both bands. So I'm honored.
Sure.
I'm a blessed boy.
Well, Michael, let's talk about your brand new Christmas album EP, I Believe in Christmas. And let me tell you, there's some amazing songs on there of your versions. And Holy Night is my all-time favorite Christmas song, and you killed it. And then, of course, Oh Come All You Faithful. It's like, if you close your eyes, you hear Nat King Cole. It's like, oh, that's Michael Tait.
Man,
so tell us about it.
I'm going to shoot straight with you. Keith, what's Keith's last name? Everly? Phil. What's Keith's last name? Everly, Keith Everly? Eversmith. It's just terrible. I know him as Tasha Layton's husband, okay? And Toby Mac, horn player. But he and I are two peas in a pod. You've heard his wife's music. She's amazing. We did Kayla Christmas Factor together. And we got together on these songs, and he says, Tait, let's just a nod to Nat. Let's do Oh Come All You Faithful in the same arrangement, everything. So we did. And of course, you have to pull my leg to say sing it like Nat, because I was all about it.
You did, brother.
Joyful and triumphant. I was like, bring it on. Right. And then of course, this year we recorded all Winter Wonderland in big band style.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. But my day job, of course, is Newsboys, dcTalk in the past. But Christmas allows me to go into that crooner, persona. And I just freaking love it, Jacob. I'm so at home in that zone, because once again, as a kid, that was my first, Ring Around the Rose, doing that kind of music.
Yeah.
And it's so natural for me. And being totally confident in God, not cocky, I do that the best of anything I do. I can sing God's Not Dead. I can sing Jesus Freak. I can sing We Believe. But when I do that kind of music, the Christmas stuff you guys have, you hear the new record, the new EP, that's me at my best.
Yeah. I will say, if, Mark Martell does this Queen cover band, if they ever do a Nat King Cole cover band, you're the guy, Mike, to come after.
Well, I do have a dream. So those who are watching can pray. My dream is to maybe do like a Christmas run with like symphony orchestras in every city, St. Louis, Dallas, New York, LA, DC. And Michael Tait does Tait does Nat King Cole Christmas or whatever. And a couple of my own songs too. But that kind of vibe with the orchestra behind me, dude, I will lose my mind, Jacob. And then go on tour. Michael Tait goes on tour with Harry Connick, Michael Bublé, Michael Tait, kind of like the Brat Pack of old.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Jacob, why couldn't that work?
I mean, and we got all the technology these days. We could just hologram Nat King Cole down,
Yeah. I'm down for it, dude. But yeah,
just call Elon up. He's got the money to do it. So.
Right. Hey, and David Foster, if you're watching David Foster, please put me in, coach.
So how's the touring going with Michael W? And then you guys just finished your run with Amy, but how was all of that? That's got to be crazy.
Amy and Michael are the king and queen of our industry. I love them both. They love me. Most impressed by their integrity and their commitment, man, to family, to their spouses, to their kids, their passion for music all these years. They could both retire on me just fine, but like the road I'm on, I believe, we just love it so much. And every night,
Yeah.
Amy and Michael and I would get on that stage. We played 9 shows together, and it was over the top. Michael plays like an angel. His songs sound like movie soundtracks. Legitimately. Of course, he sings his Christmas songs off his, I don't know,
85 albums.
Exactly right. You know it already. And then Amy is just regal. Like, she's freaking gorgeous, man. And she's just, her tone is sweet. She sings, and she has this peaceful calminess when she talks to the audience. And every night she had people right in the palm of her hand. Every night. It was amazing. And we did 9 shows with her. And now we're doing 9 with Michael. I'm doing 9 with Michael, and we finished last night in Clearwater, Florida for the weekend. And we're back out next week in Minnesota, Iowa, and then 2 massive shows here at the Fisher Center in Nashville, Belmont campus, with a 140 voice choir and an 80-piece orchestra. 2 nights.
That's beautiful.
I'm stoked, yeah.
Maybe Michael Bublé will show up at that one, you know?
Come on, Bublé. Hey, man. Hey.
I don't know where he lives, but you know.
Hey, you gotta have a chocolate guy in there somewhere, bro. You know? It works. You got the 2 white guys in the back. You had Frank, Mel Torme, and Nat King Cole. Or
double stuffed Oreo.
Sammy Davis Jr. Come on, man. Put me in.
Well, there is a Christmas song that I think about, especially when it comes to you, Michael. And I'm going to play a clip, and you just tell me if this recognizes, if you remember this one. Maybe.
Waiting.
Maybe.
You got it. Take your time, Jacob. Come on, Jacob. You got it.
Here, let me do it this way. Well, maybe not.
I want to hear it now. Come on.
It's good.
Is it? You have to sing it, Jacob.
No, I am not singing it. Well,
who's it by?
Shoot. Well, you might know him. Let me see. Let me try one more time. It's not going to dead. Okay.
No,
well, that's a shame because this was going to be fun. Those Apple computers for you. It is by a group, dcTalk, and
Yo Ho Ho.
Yes, Yo Ho Ho.
Yo Ho Ho. We're good to go. Not exactly Nat King Cole style, but hey.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that song for a long time now. But yeah, what was you all thinking when you did that one?
we weren't thinking. That's the whole problem. We weren't thinking. No, I'm kidding. It was just fun because we had these shirts that said "Yo" on them.
Yeah.
Newsboys had a shirt that said "Oi," O-I. We had Y-O. We had ours first. Newsboys completely copied it. Facts. They copied it. But it's all right to come in the band Newsboys now, so it is what it is. But Toby had this idea, man, for Yo Ho Ho. And it was fun. It was like, let's try it out. And it was in a hip hop, era and vein. So
there you go.
Let's do it. And it was fun. I actually enjoyed it, man. I got to go back and listen to that song. I forgot.
You guys did We Three Kings, and that was a pretty good version of that one, too.
That was really cool. Yeah, we did We Three Kings. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We sure did.
Yeah. But we never got a full dcTalk Christmas album, but that's okay.
No. But hey, you got 6 songs on the EP from Michael Tait.
That's right.
dcTalk.
So when you go to write, your Newsboys albums and write for other people, how does that process work with you?
Everybody's different. I'm a singer first, so I tend to walk around with ideas in my head melodically and phonetic words. I'll be saying something like the song, oh gosh, it's slipped my mind. A song like Magnetic. You'll be walking around, and you'll be going, magnetic, da, 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 nine, and you start thinking. And sometimes you'll say a word, and that word actually become a pivotal word in the song because your mind thinks it and knows what you want to say, but you don't know how to pull it out. That's the way God works. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I say the closer we get to the creative, the more creative we should get. We'll get. So I try to stay close to that source of goodness and light, and it inspires you. But sometimes the words come. You have a thought, a premise. You write it down on your little pad, or you might have a riff. I play guitar enough to write. You might have a riff or a thought melodically, or you might just have a melody in your head walking around. Remember years ago, dcTalk had a song, "Walls," on the second record. Tearing down the walls of segregation. And I had that thought in my head for the longest time. We made it into a song. But it's it's different for everybody. But it's such a cool thing. And there are days when the gas tank is empty, you're like, oh gosh, am I through? Am I done? Is it over? Is my last thought my history, Yeah. And you wake up the next day and God bless you with another idea, another song. So it's a fun process. It can be stressful, but it's a fun process.
Yeah. Well, we like to do a segment here called Favorite Things. And since it is Christmas season,
these are a few of my favorite things.
There you
when
go.
The dog bites and da 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 da. That's not a Christmas song, but why does it sound like a Christmas song to me?
We actually talked to Tasha and she said the same thing. She's like, you all need to make that your song when you do this. I said, okay.
So, I know. That's true.
So this is a Christmas edition, and so I'll give you a word, and you just tell me your favorite thing in that category of Christmas. Okay? What is your favorite Christmas food? Junk food? Anything?
Ham.
Ham? Okay. Now, are you like sweet ham, or do you like the salty country ham?
Nope. Well, I can't watch that salt. Brown people get that high blood pressure. I gotta be careful. No, I like a nice honey ham, with nice flavor, not too salty,
right?
Just that nice ham taste. That's a terrible example, but some potato salad, potato salad, I'm done. I'm good.
What about your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie would probably be, I'm gonna say a couple. Sorry. Home Alone is definitely number one.
Sure.
I'm torn between The Grinch and the other favorite, The Grinch and the oh gosh, what's the other one called? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that movie is classic.
It's so good. It makes you ache. It's so good.
Can't watch that movie around my children, but it's a classic movie.
I know. Sorry, kids. Saved by grace.
My son's like, what is it about? I'm like, Thanksgiving and things.
And I don't know. What's the other one too? What's the other big one?
Polar Express?
No.
It's a Wonderful Life?
Can't remember. Oh, Scrooge.
Oh yeah, Christmas Carol. That's a good one.
That's way old. I'm sure my age now, but Scrooge was awesome back in the day.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite artist of all time?
I'm gonna have to go with Nat King Cole.
Sure. I figured that was coming.
Yeah, across the board, yeah.
Now, this might answer this question too, but living or dead, who would be your dream duet?
I said Nat too many times already. Nat will be on the list. I'm gonna give you more. I can't just give you one, dude. It's like when I go to Cheesecake Factory, I hate it because there's too many choices.
Just give me all the cheesecakes.
No, just food. It's like they got taco.
They have like a novel for their menu.
It's crazy. So I'm gonna go with Bono, U2, Chris Martin, Coldplay.
Yeah.
Nat King Cole. I said Nat King Cole, and probably Barbra Streisand.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Now your touring buddy, he told us that was his dream duet too. Michael W.
Michael W.
He wants to sing with Barbara. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Memories like the corners of my mind. He's had his voice to go through. Oh, she's awesome. Yeah.
What about? Do you have a favorite Christmas memory?
When I was a kid, 8 or 9 years old, didn't have much money growing up, and I wanted a bike for Christmas so bad. This little red bike I saw, I think it was at Sears back in the day. Sears doesn't exist anymore. But Mom and Dad did their best to, provide for us at Christmas time. So I got my little train track, my little Tonka trucks and stuff. Came downstairs for Christmas, and I was like, I didn't want to show my disdain or my unhappiness because I was blessed. I knew we didn't have much, but I enjoyed my other toys. And after breakfast, Mom and Dad took me downstairs, and in our basement was that red bike with the bow on it. I'm telling you, buddy, I lost my mind. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Had
beautiful.
training wheels on it and the whole nine. And when the training wheels came off, I thought I was Superman.
Did you put like a playing card on your wheel to make that noise?
Yes. 100%.
You passed the women. You're like, hey.
What's up, y'all? You hear my motor? Yeah, I got a motor. What's up? How y'all doing? How your mom and them doing?
Kind of lift up your bike to make it look like it's got hydraulics.
Dude, oh my gosh, that bike got me in more trouble. Yep.
That's good. Now, do you have a favorite podcast that you listen to?
Does that include yeah, I do. The DAB, Daily Audio Bible.
Okay.
Brian Harden. Every day, go through the Bible in 1 year. It's life-giving because I'm kind of ADD. I'm the kind of guy when I pray sometimes, I'll start praying. I really want to focus on the Lord and pray, but I start thinking about Papa John's pizza or something crazy. And I go back. But so having a podcast that reads the Bible to me, and I go back later and read the commentary on the scriptures that they read today. It's amazing. But Brian Harden, shout out to DAB, man. They're the best.
Now, this last one, it's 3 questions in one. So,
okay.
Do you have a favorite Christmas song, dcTalk song, and Newsboys song?
Oh, gosh. Definitely Christmas song, Chestnuts roasting on open fire. Hands down, favorite Christmas song.
Have you ever had a chestnut?
Nope. I've heard about it. Heard about them. I've had chest pie before.
There you go.
Yeah. First dcTalk song. One would say Jesus Freak because it was probably one of our biggest. I'm gonna go with In the Light.
Okay.
We didn't write that song either. Charlie Peacock wrote that song.
Yeah.
But that song speaks to me because that's my life.
Yeah.
I keep trying to find a life on my own apart from you. I'm the king of excuses. I got one for everything. I keep trying to find a life on my own apart from you.
You've only sang it a few times.
Yeah, I've got one for everything I do. Tell me what's going on inside of me. I despise my own behavior. This only. I despise my own. This only.
Serves to.
Oh gosh. What is it?
Serves to confirm.
Yeah, this only serves to confirm my suspicion, which wasn't suspicion at all.
Yeah.
That I'm in need of a savior. Because it can be tough living the human life, on this planet. But I want to be in the light, as you are the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heaven. Oh Lord, knowing that, be my light and be my salvation. Because all I really want, aside from all I do, what I really want is to be in the light. So that's my favorite song. And the Newsboys song, God's Not Dead, We Believe. Somewhere in that zone.
Yeah, same here. We believe, yeah. My dcTalk it's not a real popular one, but it's kind of a convicting song, is What Have We Become? Love that song.
Dude, I knew you were going to say that.
What's that?
Mom and Dad are fighting as Rosie lies are crying. But once again, she's overheard. That's their mistake. Christmas bells are ringing, little Rosie leave them dreaming. Yeah. What have we become in a world degenerating? What have we become?
Self-indulgent people.
Yep. Yes.
That's a good one.
It's heavy. Didn't get much radio play. I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, Mike, what is next for you and the Newsboys, and how can our listeners keep up with you?
We newsboys.com and any social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook, all the usual, all the same musical platforms everybody else uses. But we are currently making a record that, besides the record, I made Stand during the pandemic, chock full of just real life songs, man. I try to write social conscious songs. I mean, I believe everything's worship to me. If you sing it to honor God, it can be worship. A happy song can be worship. A sad song can be worship. A song about a failing marriage can be worship. A song about whatever, if it's meant for the vertical, it can work on the horizontal.
Yeah.
There's a cross there. Look at it. There's a cross.
Yeah.
But writing a record right now with our new member, Adam Agee. He's thought we never had another member to Newsboys. So people know the band's not changed. Still, the 3 original members are still there. Jeff Frankenstein, Jody Davis, Duncan Phillips. I've been in the band 14 years now, longer than I was in dcTalk. There's a factoid for you. And Adam Agee was added about a year ago, and we're writing now for this new record, and the songs are fire. We're excited. Got a new song coming out probably in February. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna probably be the single. One Way Jesus, it's called, and it's pretty fire. It's pretty
Nice.
exciting.
Well,
But
that'd be
yeah,
exciting.
in the meantime, that's what we're doing. We're filming God's Not Dead. We haven't done it since the first two God's Not Dead. It's kind of become the series like the what's the series of the race car movies, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah.
Yeah, God's Not Dead has become like it's just like it's
Yeah.
keep making. But they asked me this one here and excited about. It's going to be in movie theaters all across the nation and the world. Come out probably next summer, 2024. We'll be filming for that in January, and new songs for that movie, and then we'll be doing a tour in the spring. Mercy Me and Newsboys.
That's gonna be good.
So there you have it. Got a pretty chock full life.
Yeah. Well, to wrap up, I'd like to see if you'd be willing to share something that God's been doing in your life, maybe even recently, that would help build our listeners' faith.
God has reminded me how much He loves me. I'm hard on myself when I blunder, when I fall. And I know I have a position in Christian music, and we're in a fishbowl. And sometimes believers can be harder on you than anybody. You know, when you stumble and you fall. And that said, when I think about my life or things that I've done or said, I'm so hard on myself. And God forgives you. Otherwise, He doesn't tell the truth. He says, if we confess our sins, He's faithful and just to forgive us and cleanse us from some of, most of, no, all unrighteousness. So be encouraged to know the fact that God will never leave you or forsake you if you acknowledge Him in the ways you choose, in the paths you choose. But I will say that choices have consequences, and there are regrets for people in life that make bad choices because the consequences come back to bite you. Reap and sow is an actual thing. You plant tomato seeds, you're going to get tomatoes. You're not going to get, bananas.
Right.
So I guess to wrap that up, stay the course, be encouraged, and keep short accounts of arguments with friends. If you argue or you fight with friends, apologize quick, mess up before God, get on your knees quick and confess it, and keep moving forward. It's a battle, but the race is not given to the fastest person, given to those who endure to the end. And don't just endure it, but enjoy life too. Don't just endure it.
That's good. Well, thanks, Michael, for that. And I Believe in Christmas is out. Please stream. Is this going to be on vinyl, man?
You know
soon,
what?
Maybe next year?
I still got more songs to add to it. I did 3 last year, 3 this year, so it's a growing process. But probably when it's all said and done, it will be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put on there Hippopotamus for Christmas.
Okay. Okay, buddy, I will.
Yes.